Look who came with this time. We got the supervisor and the supervisor. I told you I'd be back probably in a month or so. What do you think about your fancy new deck there, Miss JK?
I like it.
You like it?
Mm-hmm. I think Thor approves.
Thor approves. It's a lot safer than the last one he hated. He likes eggs. Thor, do you like eggs? Yeah. What do you say? What do you say, Thor? Yeah. All right.
I'm sure I'll get a comment or two about, that's gross, she's using her fork.
It is kind of, oh, that is kind of gross. I don't do that. First night that she slept in the cabin, I didn't let her sleep in the trailer. She really wanted to sleep in the trailer again, didn't you? No. Nope, so she had all of her high maintenance equipment. We had a fan. Two fans. One has some cold air blowing on you, a regular fan. So, here we are. Couldn't bring the truck this time. Oh, maybe I'll tell you that story after I have my breakfast. We'll be right back. Scrambled eggs for breakfast. It's nice to have the deck. You can put all kinds of stuff out there. Lots of extra room. The ground is really dry. Kind of hurts Thor's feet, so I gave him lots of places to walk. Let's see what he's up to. I think he came out. Just give him a little TV time. He's kind of checking out the grasshoppers. We don't have them like this back in Iowa. Yeah, there he is. He's checking them out. All right. Okay, my truck. Last time I was here by myself. Last time I got some gas, the engine was making kind of a little chirpy sound. No warning lights were coming on. It was running just fine. Didn't think much of it. I thought maybe a belt. I was just going to kind of keep an eye on it. Nothing. Got home. Still just making a little chirpy sound. A couple of days later, I took it to the Ford dealership. The guy in charge of the maintenance area, he didn't think it was anything either, but we couldn't figure it out, so I left it there the rest of the day. Mechanics there couldn't figure it out. They called the hotline number that they have to talk to engineers at the Ford factory. They all determined that my engine had catastrophic engine failure. 2 cylinders were not getting oil. So my pickup is sitting at home waiting for a brand new engine. It was 3,000 miles under the warranty, so I lucked out on that. So we're introducing my wife's Bronco to Montana for the first time. And it handled the road really nice. And we had that sucker packed tight. The only thing I couldn't bring was the chainsaw. And here we are, back again. Got a little bit of work left on the outhouse. Of course, the big boss didn't start, so I had to push it out. Things we would like to do, since I can't go get any lumber. I'm going to rip a bunch of my lumber pile. Look at that, she's in there causing trouble. Put up the batten boards. Rip a bunch of 2-inch boards out of that lumber pile down there on the bottom of the hill for all these joints all the way around. Soffit fascia on the back Pretty sure I'm going to do that. Haven't quite figured out how I'm doing it on the ends yet, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I am going to build something temporary-ish back here on our little pad that I made videos ago with the end skid loader. I'm going to put the solar panels up here because now that we're into August, that sun, once it gets past that tree, it's going to go all the way across this sky, all the way to there. So whatever I build down here, I'm just going to make it so I can just come up here later in the day and turn it. When I was here last time, it was hitting that tree, if you remember right in the videos. So it would come across until it hit these trees. And that was enough. But this time we brought a little mini fridge and 2 fans. And the solar is going to go back here anyhow, so that's another little project I can do. Going to run the wire up and through a hole somewhere into the cabin. I'm going to build a pole. I'm not going to build a pole. I'm going to cut a dead tree out of here somewhere. Dig a hole. I'm going to make it look like a pole. And I'm going to have the cable from the solar panels go up that, wrap around, and then go to the cabin. So kind of an old-fashioned telephone line or something like that to kind of go with everything else around here. So that's another project. What else are we attempting to do? The pink insulation inside. Work on that. We are here for 10 days, 10 and a half, 10 and 2 halves, something like that. Down here in the basement, all that's down there now is the toolbox in the ground. So I got a bunch of black plastic. I'm going to try to level out the ground in there a little better. Put the black plastic down everywhere. Certain times of the year, got a little sweaty. A couple things got some rust on it in there. What was it? Little cast iron stove I left down there before. And I think it'll help in the winter time. Way back when we had the bubble wrap on there and we went home, some of that got wet and froze, so we cut underneath to let the water out. We got to retape those back up. Got to do that. Not going to do a whole lot with the front porch. We might see if we can get some 8-foot boards in the Bronco at an angle. The bug this trip is grasshoppers. You knew I'd be talking about bugs. Where's he at? He's right there. I'll probably be talking to him in a day or two. If the wife doesn't make me crazy before that. Shh. Nobody heard me say that. Yeah, because I'm going to run a header board across the front of the cabin. 6 or 8 inches above that big window, all the way across. And then that's what the roof rafters will come across to the top of these boards. And I have a bunch of tin that I thought was going to come this trip that I got off of Facebook. But no truck, no tin. So that's what we're trying to do this time. And it's nice to have some help. So that's it.
If anybody wants to know how hot it is out here, I mean the sun, can you see it? Oh, are you blinded? Oh, okay, we'll go back down. Hey, look what made it up here. Whoop, whoop. Okay, let's talk about how hot it is. Went in here to go put on some deodorant. And I took the lid off. And it splattered everywhere. On my toilet box.
Scoop it up and smear it on.
On my table. Yep, it's that hot.
Solar power. Drilled a hole in there. It's coming out. To keep it off the ground, we just nailed this board on here. Wrap the cables around the snail. Just going to kind of keep an eye on it so it doesn't wear on the cable. And the cable goes. We got 2 20-foot sections. So there's where they're connected. And as of now, we just have the two panels that I had before. And it's 400 watts. There's 200 watt panels. And I just built this out of the scrap pieces that I had laying around. Like I said, it's permanent-ish. And for now, I'm using these old sawhorses as the support legs. And it's August, so don't get blinded, but up there's the sun. So it starts over there, goes over. So that's midday sun. So that's a pretty dang good spot. Our permanent spot will be more over here in this area. And then I'll have 4 panels. 4 times 2 is 8. That'll be 800 watts. That's about what the Blue Eddy generator that we have will take. And then we'll build something more permanent that can rotate a little bit. We'll just come out here at certain times of the day and maybe spin it a little, maybe not. We'll see. We're not there yet. And we'll have that pole that I'm talking about dug in the hole here. And then the cables will be up in the air. I can't talk. I think I need a drink of water. They'll be up in the air higher. I don't want to try to dig a trench through all of this, so ours is going to be up in the air the whole time. And right now that is running our refrigerator. I got a little mini fridge. I think it takes 40 watts. So that's not drawing hardly anything really. I think it was 40. No, it's 70 some. So that's not that big of a deal. That's all we got plugged in right now. So I'm sure if I go look, it's probably, generator's probably at full blast, fully charged. So it's time for lunch. Go have a sandwich. Got this little project out of the way. Don't have to worry about electricity anymore. After lunch, we'll come out here and work on this back side. I think I'll have a turkey sandwich for supper. Just sitting on the front porch watching the turkeys. This one over here is kind of a whiter color. Grayish. Where the rest of them are kind of a black. I don't know what that means. It's older. They are getting closer. It's probably our bird feeder, Jenny.
Yeah.
That was a joke. They're lining up. We're going to get attacked by a group of turkeys. I don't know what a group of turkeys is called. My wife can't Google it. We don't have internet. Alright, little turkey time. Well, you can always tell how much work you did by the pile of mess you have. Looks like a big pile of mess. Looks like I got something done today. We got the fascia on yesterday. Got the soffit on underneath. And I got the board and batten. Hope I'm saying that right. My wife used to work in a bakery, so we've been calling it board and batter. There's my ladder trick. It's all ready for Las Vegas right there. And I got it just to the end. Don't quite have the last two on. Because this is the Ponderosa and we are pretty inexperienced at building. I used to build pole barns. My wife builds crochet Afghan blankets and other crafty things. You know, things aren't square, so it's a little difficult in places. So when I get to the corners, it takes a lot of thinking and throwing of tools and kicking of rocks. So that's... She's peeking on me. Hey, we're going to have to make that our profile pic. Watch out, we're going to have 1.4 million views now. So yeah, I got the back almost done. Just that little bit on the end. That group of turkeys, somebody's going to have to tell me what a group of turkeys is called. They even came by and checked it out. So that's what we got done today. Jenny was in the basement / crawl space. We would like to put, heck, I think I bought it on our first, well, not our first trip, maybe our second trip here. I bought a big roll of black plastic so we can put that down. It's too dark in here now, I'm sure. But she's been in here digging. Oh, you can see a little bit. She's in there digging, leveling out some places. She'll get the plastic down. It's not really a good place for me to work. And then we'll either lay some pallets down or have some shelving down here for storage. So we're going to have all kinds of storage. So she was working on that. And she kind of gave the inside a woman's touch. So that's what we did today. I'm filthy dirty and I'm sunburnt. So I'm going to clean up a little bit and eat something and relax. What time is the concrete truck coming in the morning? Looks like you got the forms down. What the heck's going on in here?
I don't know if your camera will adjust to it.
I think I see stuff. Is it alright if I go in there?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Look at this. She leveled out some, we'll call them pads.
Got to be able to store stuff in there
Yeah.
without it all falling over on us.
You know, she's digging this all out. Not way back there in the corner. We're not ever going to go back there. Unless we hide stuff we don't want for 20 years. So you're digging all that out.
This is going to be a ramp, kind of going in.
Kind of a sloped entrance to our toolbox slash food storage. Probably have some kind of shelving over there. I don't know if I ever said that before. We're going to have some black plastic down on the floor.
Right over there is our teepee in that blue tote.
Yeah, we have a teepee in that blue tote.
And one of our many
yeah, I have
wood stoves.
I have a cast iron wood stove addiction. I find good deals.
So send them all to us.
Yeah. Every building we make will probably have one eventually. So that's what she's up to. Good, that looks good. Someday, quotations, there'll be a door here. We're going to try to make it so it's kind of hidden. So you don't really know it's there.
Oh,
uh-oh, crap.
Inspector is coming through.
Here comes the inspector. Hope we're up to code on this. You going in, Thor? There he goes.
Well, the ground's
All
kind of
right.
soft
He
right
says
here.
the ground's a little
Get
too
in
soft
there.
for concrete.
Get in there.
We're not pouring concrete. I hate pouring concrete.
We're in the mountains.
Yeah, we're in the mountains.
What do you think, Thorman?
Does it pass? Well, he gave it a look about as much as some inspectors I know. Might be that $100 bill I slipped him. He's going in. Don't be peeing in there again, Mr. Thor.
Last time he was laying way back there past the gas cans.
All right, Thor. Make sure Mom's doing it right.
That's right.
Wednesday. Got the board and batten up on the side just past this window. Oh, there. That's what it's like to walk around here. Up above, the blocking in between each, what are those called? I forgot. It's too late. In between each one of those 2x4s up there, purlins. Block all that insulation. So that can't get wet. Critters can't get in there. That took a little bit of time. And then a long skinny board up across there, so that took some ladder time. So got that on there. I did a little extra nailing on the fascia to squeeze that together a little bit better. Cut a lot of 2-inch boards from the garbage pile to try to conserve wood. Finished the back wall. I think I had 3 or 4 of them yet to go. Made this corner piece on the back. And tomorrow we'll finish the one end and then get cranking on this end. And then like I showed you, Jenny did about the basement down there. Now we got the charcoal going and we're going to have a couple cheeseburgers. And then sit out on the deck and see what wants to come visit us out front tonight. Last night was turkeys. Who knows what we got going on tonight? Come on. Come on. Come on, boss. We're over here. The dirt clods are kind of hard on his feet. So I made a bridge a little bit here for him. Come on, Thor. What's Mom doing? Alright, let's see. Let's see how Mom's measurements were on this board.
Let's see how Jeff's cuts were.
Here's-
And if we have to delete this segment.
Hey, we don't delete anything here. There was the handoff. She's placing the board into position. What's the word?
Yeah, I think it fits.
Perfecto?
Perfecto.
What?
I need the baby gun.
Too bad we couldn't have been perfecto on the squareness of our cabin. It's Thursday. It's the day we go to the hotel, take a shower, go somewhere and get some food that we don't have to make. So, wanted to get the board and bat done on the ends. There's this end, all done. I gotta say it looks pretty good, nice and finished. And the back we already got done. And take you around this way. Here's this side. All finished. Got all the board and batting on there. So that looks pretty good. Pretty good. So we're gonna go to the hotel, take a long hot shower, abuse the hotel water, come back. We're going to see if we can get 3 2x8s in the Bronco. Pretty sure we can. And we're going to work on the front here a little bit. Put them header boards on the front of the cabin. Tomorrow when we come back, maybe not. And then I'll be able to do some more of the 2-inch boards up and down once that's up there. And tomorrow's Friday, so when the neighbor gets done with his part-time job, he's going to come over here and with his copper wires, and he's going to do some witching down here in some flat spots on my property and see if we can find the best spot for water. That's going to be tomorrow. We'll be filming. We'll see you then.
Here comes the boys from taking their morning walk.
Scat right there.
Yeah? How was the morning walk?
Should have brought my stick.